Good afternoon, folks. Yes, again, back at it here in Central Kentucky at my favorite spot with another beautiful unit. And today I'm going to ask myself the question. I'm going to answer it as we go through this video. Is this Dutchstar, this 2019 Dutchstar, the absolute best year of a late model Dutchstar to buy? I'm going to answer that question as we go along here. Stick with me to the end here. We're going to have some fun with this one. I love the paint colors. Let's go. So this one was ordered with almost every option you can get. I'm gonna try not to leave out too many of those options. I'm gonna try to get everything I can, folks. You know how to do it. To give you a little heads up, there's really no ugly with this one. This is a beautiful coach. Smells just like a brand new coach when you go inside. I can't wait to show it to you. Here we go, 2019 Newmar Dutchstar. Again, this coach hits a perfect segment of the luxury diesel pusher market. Absolutely, without a doubt. Updated front and rear caps, so it looks like a much later model, and it has the feel, it has the cleanliness and the niceness to be a super late model coach. With coming at just under 38,000 miles, I think this coach has been perfectly broken in, had all the bugs worked out of it. Of course, when you buy one from me, we're going to take out all the risk in buying a coach. You know how we do it, folks. I'm going to walk around here. I'm going to show you any negatives I find, but I've already walked around this coach. It is absolutely beautiful. We just had it detailed on the outside. The paint is darn near flawless. I mean, if I found a scratch on this, I would have to really be nitpicking it. Whoever ordered this coach really fully optioned the coach. I can't think of anything that it doesn't have. It has the 360 surround camera system, has the chrome baggage trays on the bottom. I mean, very well optioned with heated floors, power MCD shades. This is the 4362 floor plan, and when we get inside, I'm going to open the slides up here in just a minute, and we're going to get inside. I'm going to show you. This is a really cool floor plan. I really like this one. Of course, I know, what are the ages of the tires? Tires on this one are going to be date codes of 2018. So if it doesn't meet my 5, 7, and 10-year rule, we're automatically going to replace the tires. So I'll check that. I know for sure we're going to have to replace the 365s on the front, but I'm pretty confident that the rears are going to still have another year or two left, and the tags are going to have plenty of life left on them. Here we go. I had already contradicted myself because I did find something as I'm walking around here. A little bitty scuff mark. Well, I shouldn't even call it a scuff mark. That's through the paint, folks. But don't worry about that. I'll get that taken care of. That's a quick, super easy little fix. I did not see that before. And I hope that's the only thing I do find on this, because this coach, the paint is shining like brand new. I love my dad. And he just now started watching some of these videos. He didn't even know I had a YouTube channel. And he asked me, he started watching the video. He says, Doug, why do you mention the negatives? Why do you show stuff that you're going to fix? Why not just not show that scratch and just fix it, and that people will never know? Because I feel it's very important to be the most transparent that I can be in showing this coach. Even though I'm going to fix something, I want to make sure I'm transparent with the way you see the coach, the way that I got the coach in stock. Now, we've detailed this one on the outside. It was dirty. It took a 700 or 800 mile road trip to get here through the rain. So I had to wash it before I presented it to you because I didn't want it to be filthy dirty. We washed it. We machine polished it. We shined the tires up, made it look pretty. The inside, just the way you see it, it's the way we got it. It was clean. Really, we're going to see a little bit of dirt when we go inside on the floor, just from the guys going in and out, doing our second inspection. I have a inspection on this one before I bought it. You know how to do it, folks. I'm going to do 3 inspections on every coach. The first inspection went great. We did note a couple little things, no big deal. The second inspection went great too. The coach drove great. One of my technicians actually went and picked the coach up, brought it back to Kentucky, and he was impressed with the way this drove. It has emergency egress door, which is just standard. This is on the Freightliner chassis. Of course, it has the 450 horsepower Cummins and side radiator, 3,000 Allison transmission, plenty of towing capacity. Coming around on this side, look at the beautiful paint shining through here. Again, in the hopes of understanding the full transparency, yes, I have a little awning cover here. It's got a couple little dents on it. I know it's going to be hard to see, but I'm just letting you know it's there. I don't see any paint damage up there. It's all beautiful. Whatever, just looks like something rubbed up against the, maybe a tree branch or something rubbed up against the slide topper awning protector. That's just basically an aluminum shroud that protects the fabric from getting torn when it rubs up against something. As we walk up to the coach, I just want to remind you too, again, very well optioned coach, Freightliner chassis, 450 horsepower Cummins, side radiator. I mean, this is the best-selling luxury diesel pusher on the market today. And when you factor in all the options that we're taking on this with the double Girard awnings, the stainless steel chrome baggage doors, I mean, this is very, 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 very well optioned. Also, it does have the hammock package. The equipment for that is down in the basement. You can just type in hammock package Newmar Dutchstar, and that'll show it to you. A little bit windy, so let's get inside. Four 4362 floor plan. This is the first 43 I remember seeing this floor plan on paper. I'm sure I've been in one before at the Tampa RV Super Show. Back when this coach was being sold back in late 2018. I was actually a retail buyer, but it's before I got in the RV business. I've been in the car business for many years. You can watch other videos and you can give me a call. We can talk about that. I'm not going to bore you with all that stuff. But the 4362 floor plan, this is my first one. I am very impressed with the floor plan. I'm going to turn the camera around now and show you the highlights, the good, the bad, and any negative that we find. First and foremost, both the drivers and the passenger captain seats are in beautiful shape. I see nothing. I don't see any rips, tears, none of that bad leather. Really, really, really good shape. Another huge feature I think is awesome is this camera system. Now, the engine's not turned off, but we do have the 360-degree camera. I think that's huge. I love that feature in here. We do have a digital dash. This was the first year of the Freightliner digital dash. We still have the manual comfort drive. I find that to be better in my opinion. We have a smart wheel, wireless phone charging, HWH computerized leveling, 2-stage or maybe 3-stage. Yeah, 3-stage engine brake on this one. Coming over to the passenger side, we have more wireless charging there. Walking in the coach here, again, very well optioned. We're going to talk about what all options came with this coach. It was optioned with the fireplace and the televator. I love the freestanding recliner. You can pull this out and move it wherever you like. It is a manual recliner, extremely comfortable. 2 ottomans with the sofa. This is a fold and tumble sofa. Coming into the galley, we do have a pull-out island. Dishwasher looks to be in excellent condition. I love the cherry wood cabinets in this. That is definitely I think it's about a $3,600 upgrade to do the real natural cherry wood cabinets. Whirlpool convection microwave oven. Across from the galley is going to be the computer dinette workstation. This also is extendable. It's going to have 2 more chairs under the bed or underneath the coach somewhere, right next to our huge dinette window. Right next to that is going to be a Whirlpool refrigerator with water in the door, ice in the drawer. We do have a very nice little pantry right here. Love how the lights automatically turn on. And we have a half bath right here. I forgot to turn the lights on there. I do apologize for that. There's the ever important window. Central vacuum cleaner was optioned in this one. Right there's a kick plate, and then you have a connection for your equipment. I love the floors in this coach. Some of my favorite floors they put in a Newmar Dutchstar. And if you don't know already, and you likely you do, this full wall slide is a industry exclusive for Newmar. Their HWH flat floor slide, basically the slide goes out and drops straight down, which allows them to put tile in the slide, which is huge because it gives you the ability to extend that floor all the way out over there so you can have the computer dinette workstation with the desirable chairs and no booth. Coming on back here, we have our king size bed in our master suite. The lighting in this coach is amazing. I've always loved 2019 with their accent lighting. King size sleep number bed. Across from that, we're going to have another flat panel television and just a tremendous amount of storage with wardrobe on both sides. One thing of note here, that this coach does have heated floors, hydronic heating system, 3 air conditioners, all 15 Ks with heat pump. Walking past the bed into the bathroom, one thing of note in this floor plan that's very desirable is the fact that you have a very good entry into your bathroom. A lot of coaches, you have to step up into the first part of the bathroom, and then you have a very narrow passageway from the corner of your bed to the wall. So this is a very wide entryway, plenty of room to move about. I love the little blackened mirror they put here, again with more lighting. Walking into the bathroom, this has one of the largest showers I've ever seen in a motorhome. Huge amount of storage here, or a huge amount of shower space with a teak seat, one-piece molded fiberglass shower pan. Just beyond the shower is going to be another pantry for towels, bath goods, whatnot. We do have a pocket door here and a pocket door there to close off the bathroom if needed. And then we have a massive walk-in closet with about a 4 or 5 inch step up here into a closet where your washer and dryer, more storage, shelving right next to the washer and dryer, and yet more storage here, hanging all along the top and hanging over on the side here. I have seen some people do a makeshift bunk in this. I've seen some pictures online, so it can be done. I don't know if that's something we're willing to do. Be happy to give me a call if you want to talk about that. And then right across from the shower is going to be a single vanity with a medicine cabinet above, storage below, and a power flush toilet. And yes, of course, the ever important emergency egress door. And then we do have bath floor heat back here as well. Coach is going to give us clues on how it was cared for. One of the biggest things that we always look for is what kind of shape is the fridge in when it got to us. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the previous dealer detailed this before. I feel like it was not detailed. I feel like this is the way it was presented to them. Very, very clean. But there's one other thing in the back I want to show you. On top of everything being really clean, I always love to see a previous owner leave the original Dutchstar jacket that they got when they bought it new. And that's a huge plus. That's a little indication that the coach was just cared for. That's the reason these are some of the leading indicators of why I buy a coach. And when I do first inspections, a lot of coaches fail our first inspection, sometimes just for being dirty or nasty, because if somebody didn't take care of a coach and it was dirty and nasty, that means they likely didn't service it properly too. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at RV. So what's it like with the slides in going down the road? Well, let's put the slides in and find out. Short answer is really good. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you. This coach has plenty of room going down the road. I'm going to explain to you where you can sit and how you can use and what you can use. Let's go. Walking through the coach, this has an extraordinary amount of room compared to having opposing slides. Of course, our super slide, our HW full wall slide is on this side. That is where the floor raises up. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a lip, about a 3 or 4 inch rise from one section of tile over the little rubber landing strip over onto the other section of tile. And yes, you can step your feet on this and walk on this, no problem. It can withstand the weight. I do have the recliner tucked away in travel mode, and I've got our little ottomans tucked away in proper place, but this allows us to give us plenty of room to move about here. I mean, there's a good 16 or 18 inches of room in between the slide and the sofa. You can sit on the sofa. Obviously, you can see there's seat belts there. 2 people can sit here comfortable. 2 more, obviously, in the captain's chairs. So really, you can sit 4 people driving down the road legally and safely. Obviously, a couple more people can sit there. That's going to be up to you. You can get to everything in the galley, no problem. Yes, we can get all the way back in here to the half bath. Have full range of motion in the half bath to get in there, just like you would if the slide was out. Slides were out. And yes, we can get to our refrigerator we can open that door. We would need to move past the refrigerator and then open this door to access that side. And yes, I can sneak through and get to my king-sized bed, and I can crawl over the bed to get into the closet and the rear bathroom. So definitely usable coach with the slides in going down the road. Also, if you need to stop over at a, you know, Cabela's or a Cracker Barrel parking lot or a Walmart, sleep overnight, you would just have to squeeze through the smaller opening back there in order to get into those areas. So hope that helps you. You tell me in the comments down below what you think about this floor plan. I think this is a very slick floor plan. This is definitely, you could multi-use this. You could have a family. You can sleep 4 people in here, no problem. You can even make that room into a makeshift bunk back there if you wanted to, or this would be a really nice master closet. I really like the master bath in this one. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. One thing I often forget to do on a Newmar, because I just feel like sometimes I think that everybody knows what a Newmar is all about. And you may be watching this video and want a little bit of education. And I'm going to give you just a couple minutes of education on Newmar Comfort Drive and the 360 camera. First and foremost, the 360 camera is a camera system that has a bird's eye view. So it allows you to see exactly where you're at. I'm going to move forward here so you can see in real time. It's showing us the top of the coach, and as I move away out of this into this parking lot here, you can see what this does. And this is a perfect example. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to back in. Imagine you're backing into your campsite. You're going to want to know if you're level on this campsite, and you can see right here that bird's eye view. Not only can you see in the cameras, you got the backup cameras, but this is going to tell you how even you are, as you can see right here, how even you are on the spot, exactly where you are in relation to other things around you. That's just a huge plus when it comes to driving one of these motorhomes, is you're able to see exactly where you are. So that bird's eye view, that 360 camera is a huge plus. Now, one thing I also want to cover is Comfort Drive. Exactly what is Comfort Drive? All Comfort Drive is an electronic assist on the steering. So I can set this from 1 to 6. So if I'm down on 1, that means I have the least amount of the most amount of help on the steering adjustment, and it's the least amount of effort that I have to put into turning the wheel. And what Comfort Drive does is 2 things. One, it centers the wheel back to 0 every time. So if I turn my wheels all the way one way, as soon as I let go, it's automatically going to center that wheel back up to center. As for in case you pull up back into your spot using your 360 camera and you forget to cut your wheels back and you decide you're going to dump the air in the coach, what Comfort Drive does, as soon as you let go of that wheel, it's going to bring that wheel all the way back to center, so you can't drop your coach onto your tires. But most importantly, I'm going to turn the camera around. Comfort Drive is a steering aid, and it helps your shoulders when you're getting that driver fatigue, especially on gas coaches and diesel pushers that don't have Comfort Drive. You drive 7 or 8 hours and you're fighting that wheel in the wind. That's what that Comfort Drive is going to do. It's going to help you fight the wind, make it easier to steer while you're traveling. And they put an adjustment on it just in case you don't want as much adjustment. I like my number to be somewhere around 2.5 to 3. Clears it up for you. We're going to drive this thing around the parking lot just for a quick minute so you can see what it's like. This is an extremely good, comfortable driving coach. You can drive this for hours. If you're trading up from a gas coach or an older diesel pusher, having that Comfort Drive, having some of these latest and greatest safety stuff with the 360 camera, stuff like that, is a huge importance. Also, with the Dutchstar, you get the 3-stage engine brake, and that high will absolutely help you pull you out of your seat just about. You better be holding on if you put it on high. But let's hit this parking lot here. Another good thing about the late model Freightliner is we do have the passive steer tag axle, and essentially all that does is just follows you around. As you turn your wheel one way, it just passively steers the opposite way. And we're going to make some maneuvers in this parking lot. We're going to make some pretty tight maneuvers here. This has an amazing turning radius, and I know it's going to be hard for you to see it, but to fully get a feel for what the turning radius is. But let's just do some turns about. I know we're in an empty parking lot, but this is the only place I can safely hold the camera and not feel like I'm doing anything wrong. As I make the turns in this parking lot, you know, it just shows you how easy it is to drive one of these. You really can do it with one finger. I have that comfort drive on. There you go, folks. That was a fun one. I love the colors in this coach. I love the year. I love the miles. I think this coach, again, just hits a perfect sweet spot. Has the right amount of miles. 5 to 10,000 miles per year is what you want to see on a coach that has 4 or 5 years worth of age to it. So 5 to 10,000 miles a year is perfect. That tells me that obviously somebody kept this coach in amazing condition. The outside is very, very nice. I'd say it's a 9.5 out of 10 because of that one little scratch. And when I fix that, this coach is really going to be a 10. The inside is darn near perfect. I'm not going to say it's perfect because even though I haven't found anything, I'm sure I can find something. But I mean, this coach is very well cared for, extremely clean, folks. Everything looks like it's working. Of course, everything will be working when we take it through our process. If you don't know already, we do 3 inspections. The first 2 inspections have already been done on this coach. The third and most important inspection happens when we get a contract on this coach with you. We're going to take it through a PDI. It takes us 7 to 14 days to get everything worked out in the coach, all the bugs worked out, everything serviced, detailed, everything working. We check every system. We run the televisions, the heaters. We'll even cook something on the cooktop here. It's very important. We get on the roof and do a power wash, a roof treatment with the Zep floor polish. We really take it and go through. We do a full interior detailing, full exterior detailing to make sure that everything is working. And when you come pick up the coach, we don't want to just flip you the keys like a lot of dealers like to do or spend only a couple hours with you. Folks, we want you to come and stay with us for at least a night or two to make sure we can get you familiar with how all the systems work in this machine. I'm going to put one of my technicians with you or myself with you for as long as it takes to make sure you understand how to use all the systems. And we're going to provide ongoing support after the sale. You're going to have my cell phone number. You're likely going to have the cell phone number of one of my technicians who you can call. You can text us if you have any questions. You can't remember how to turn the inverter on, or you can't remember what to do when you need to shut the coach down or plug it in, or whatever the hundreds of different things it takes to remember how to operate one of these coaches up and down the road. The goal is here, the most important thing to understand is we want you to go out and have a great time. We are relationship driven here, folks. We are not transactional. We do have all the financing that the big dealers have. We can take trades just like the big dealers. We have all that stuff going on, but we are relationship driven. We are not transactional, folks. We limit the number of transactions that we can perform in a year's time, in a month's time. We limit those numbers. We are a very small dealer, very boutique style dealer. And I implore you, anybody you're buying a coach from, 2 things I want to explain to you, 2 things I want to go over. A, if you're buying a coach like this or any RV whatsoever, if you're not comfortable with the situation, folks, get an inspection done. Just get an inspection. I implore you to do that. If you're buying from an individual or a dealer where you're not sure about, you just don't feel comfortable, get an inspection. I can't stress that enough. An inspection from a qualified RVIA certified inspector. Make sure you check their reviews. But most importantly, the second thing I want to tell you about is make sure you check the reviews of any dealer you're doing business with. It's highly important that you understand what you're dealing with. Dealers can't hide from Google reviews. Whether you're doing good business or bad business, you just can't hide from it. People are going to tell on you whether you're doing good or bad. So check our reviews. Any dealer you're doing business with, jump on there and check their reviews. Find out what kind of transaction you're going to get with them, including us. Whatever the situation is, just check your reviews. Do an inspection if you need it. We always highly welcome any kind of inspection. Of course, we go through all the inspections here, no problem. We make sure that we provide you with a good, clean, solid, reliable machine. And folks, the best way I can sum it up is to tell you that we just take all the risk out of the deal for you, but we also provide you with the best value in the industry. Without a doubt, when I buy these machines, I actually handpick every coach before they get. I buy every coach that we sell. Then we inspect them to make sure that I know what we're buying before we buy it. Then we do a follow-up inspection. And as you've seen in other videos, not trying to get too far off in the weeds here, I miss stuff. We're not perfect. But that's what the third inspection's for. That's why we do the third and most important pre-delivery inspection. Once you decide you want the coach, we're going to take it through a very rigorous, very important inspection to make sure that everything is on the up and up and everything's good. Thank you for sticking there to the end of this video. And I can't stress it enough to you. Please click that thumbs up button. Please click the like button, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching these videos. I appreciate you very much. I hope you give me a call on this one or another coach that we have in stock. I'd love to talk with you. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and I hope to talk with you soon. See ya.